Scarce Mornington Peninsula properties earning ridiculous prices at auction, agent says. An original 1960s home near Sorrento's Diamond Bay Beach has earned $1.163 million under the hammer, a remarkable $1.144 million more than it sold for almost 38 years ago. The sale of 11 Arnott Street was one of the biggest in Victoria on an Australia day-long weekend that was quieter than previous years on the auction front, but fruitful for home sellers. Click here for last week's sales results. CoreLogic recorded a stellar 86.2% preliminary clearance rate from 58 reported results. A total of 122 auctions took place across the state last week, many of them in coastal areas. The sale rate was substantially up on this time last year, 69.9% from 151 auctions. RT Edgar Wright director Michael Kidd Lyon said about 6 bidders competed for the Sorrento property, which was sought for its corner block in a blue-chip location just 300 meters from the Diamond Bay shoreline. Mr. Kidd Lyon said the $1.163 million sale price exceeded expectations, well and truly eclipsing the reserve price, which was undisclosed. The 3-bedroom house last sold for just $19,000 in 1979 and has barely been touched since. Related: Peninsula auction markets coasting on Australia day-long weekend. Coastal homes on the Mornington, Bellarine Peninsulas in demand. Rosebud auction market starts 2017 with strong sales. It was sold as a deceased estate to a family of Aussie expats living in Hong Kong who are likely to use the house as a weekender for the time being and build a brand new luxury home on the site, possibly with a pool and tennis court down the track. "We're seeing ridiculous results," Mr. Kidd Lyon said. "People have realized good property is becoming harder and harder to get on the peninsula. We're only on a little wedge. With the Melbourne property market going well, people's assets are growing in value and they have a little extra cash to spend on their holiday home." In neighboring Portia, a luxury 5-bedroom house at Cheviot Road sold in a post-auction negotiation to a young Melbourne family on Saturday. The house passed in under the hammer for $2.65 million and ended up fetching an undisclosed price within the quoted range of $2.75–$2.9 million. RT Edgar Portia's Ilse Moran said the buyers, who had been the highest bidders at auction, planned on using the property as a holiday house. She said it was like a mini resort, boasting a lap pool, mud grass tennis court and a north-facing balcony and deck on its huge 3,035 sq.m allotment. Ms. Moran said her office enjoyed a 100% success rate on the weekend, also selling 25 Parkside Street, Sorrento and 37 Franklin Road, Portia after auction and earning $1.95 million for 9 Blair Road, Portia under the hammer. "We had great attendance at all our auctions, not just lookers-on, but genuine buyers," she said. "The peninsula is just flying." 6 bidders also competed for a 4-bedroom home at 30 Andrea Street, Rye on the weekend, pushing the sale price $175,000 over reserve to $975,000. Hawking Stewart, Blairgary, director Craig Evans said the 5-year-old house was the most expensive house to sell in the street by $250,000. It was sought largely by Melburnians planning on retiring to the peninsula in the next few years, with the eventual buyers fitting that profile, Mr. Evans said. They live on acreage and have a 5-year plan to move here when the land becomes too much for them. He said about 150 people attended the Saturday auction. The Australia Day weekend is generally the biggest weekend of the year for us because we have a lot of people visiting the area, he said. Samantha.Landy@news.com.au